What is your argument now, given the new information?
Well, I think that Prop 50 is a big scam. And the reason why I'm saying that is because it says that we should fight Trump and because he's a threat to democracy. But in the meantime, they want to go and tear up the Constitution in California, get rid of the independent commission that draws the district lines and take the power away from the people and give it back to the politicians. So how does this go? Fighting democracy or helping democracy or fighting Trump and imitating what Texas is doing? I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me.
I don't have any faith in Gavin Newsom.
Oh, yeah.
Which is kind of funny because he wants to be president so bad.
That's what it is.
Well, America doesn't have any kings, but...
Yes, Joe Rogan actually disliked Gavin Newsom to a level that not seen before. Gavin Newsom has been doing a lot on struggling to go on his podcast. Joe Rogan says, no, that will never happen. Like you have seen here, even they had that conversations on Bill Maher 2 days ago. Extremely concerning. When you take a look at these, Gavin Newsom just committed treason by calling on Democrats to commit sedition against the United States of America by declaring independence from our duly elected government. Newsom is begging to be arrested and persecuted. Give him what he wants. This is someone on X reposting Gavin Newsom's video. I urge our nation to use this weekend No Kings marches as a declaration of independence against the tyranny and lawlessness currently running this country. Use your voice, act peacefully. That was Gavin Newsom sending out to people on X on a video form. That should tell you a lot why Joe Rogan can never have him. Joe Rogan said it clear he's very desperate to be president.
So are you accidentally stupid or are you stupid on purpose? Because the only reason you would go to a no test in 2025 is if you were stupid enough to believe that America had kings, not realizing that your very participation in this event that is not being shut down by the one person who you claim is a king invalidates the entirety of your argument. See, this is all these people know how to do anymore. All y'all want to do is go out and be part of some test, right? It doesn't accomplish anything? No, it never does. It makes you feel good for a few hours. Y'all rally around, oh, this is going to be the biggest uprising. What are you going to do? Nothing. You don't have any demands because no kings is already a thing, right? It's called Independence Day. We have one of those already. Oh, you don't celebrate that either, do you? Yep, that tracks. That sounds about right. So anybody who's going out there to be part of this no kings, just know all you're really doing at the end of the day is playing yourself and showing your ignorance. So go ahead, be a part of this no kings if you want to. It's a free country. You can do what you want, but don't be surprised if people are laughing at you for it.
Well, America doesn't have any kings, but they certainly have a lot of dumbasses. The fact that there's going to be yet another No Kings test taking place nationwide tomorrow just goes to show that the education rates in this country are so beyond abysmal, it's not even funny. Because what the hell are they actually protesting? They say that they're protesting the government shutdown, but the government shutdown is a result of the Democrats, not the Republicans. So many of them will sit there and try to confidently tell you that this is the result of the Republicans since they have the majority in the House and the Senate, despite the fact that they don't have a comprehension of the fact that there's still 7 Democrats who need to side with the Republicans in order for them to have the majority that's needed in order for this spending bill to go through. The reason why the Democrats are refusing to sign off on this bill is because they care more about allegiance than they do American citizens. So for them to sit there and be outside no kings, no dictators, we want Trump out of office, Trump is not a king. He has never tried to act as one. It's the Democrats who are trying to create this stronghold where if something goes against their will, then it's not going to happen, and they don't care if the rest of America has to suffer as a result of it.
So just to be clear, peacefully protesting a wannabe dictator means you hate America. Attacking the Capitol to overturn an election, patriotic walking tour. There is nothing more American than a political protest. The American Revolution was a No Kings rally. And if you are planning to go to the rally and you're going to be making your own sign, everybody there has a sign. I just want to ask you, remember, our president is very sensitive about his weight, so please do not use the word shamus.
Yes, there are still some videos. Before we proceed with that, I believe you've seen the conversations on both sides. These are people that are standing up against what is happening. Like, what is your reason going out on the street? The only thing I can say is because they don't like Trump. That is all. Nothing attached to that. Like I said on one of my videos, if Trump survived a cancer patient on the street, Democrat would look that as a bad thing. So seeing them coming out like this is no surprise. Watching a video on CNN, Scott had this to say.
Perhaps maybe in Congress, but we know that won't happen because they aren't even working right now. But people are approaching Americans being zip-tied, being detained without having their rights protected. I'm not saying that is not who is that is not the Democratic Party saying that let all illegal people or criminals run free. That is not what the Democratic Party is saying.
Those are the policies. Those are your.
No, they are not.
I mean, you have prosecutors and judges all over this country that have let criminal out on the streets, and then what do? They commit violent crimes in city after city after city.
With people exercising their rights to press? I really want to understand. I mean, there are going to be millions of people probably out on the streets all over the country. And many of those people are, your neighbors, perhaps some of your friends. They're regular Americans that have constitutional rights, that have voting rights like everybody else. Why is it that there is this idea that guilt by association should be applied to them when they just want to go out?
Peacefully. They have every right to do that. I do think it's legitimate.
Why demonize them?
Because I think it's a legitimate political debate about what they're for.
I mean, look, listen, if every time, I mean, and this does happen on the right, on the left to some extent.
Democrat at this time are desperate. Yeah, that's how I can say it. They are desperate. On a level that we've not seen in a long time. They are looking like if we don't do this to gear up our base, we are lacking behind reasons. You see them bringing all kind of things. Oh, tomorrow this, today this. So I'm not surprised when I see things like this happening. At a certain point, some people were like, oh, this was just a poor turnout. I don't even care about all this. If not that I'm doing this just to show you what is happening, you will never see me sitting in front of the camera reporting about these people. I will not do that. Just to stir up the reactions. Okay, you've done the no king, what is the result? What has changed? Nothing, right? Just want to show up so people should see you in front of the TV. That is all, right?
Our country was founded on the idea that every person deserves the freedom to live, speak, and believe as they choose. As an actor and as a writer, I know how essential freedom of expression is. It's how we tell stories, share ideas, and connect to one another. But those freedoms don't protect themselves. Around the country, books are being banned, voices are being silenced.
You always lying to me. Why? You lying so much.
Why? The number of people they expected to show up during this rally, they didn't actually see that at the end of the day. Yeah, and to me, it's just a freak show. Yes, low energy. That is just how I can describe it. They attempted this a second time, thinking things might actually be the way they wanted. But when you look at what they're doing here, to me, it's just to ignore. Trump's response was actually the best. Share the video. As of the short clips, that is for the YT algorithm. Thank you, and God bless you.
Let's be perfectly clear. There was indeed one party that radicalized today's young men, and it was yours, madam. It was yours. It was yours who blamed them for literally everything. How dare you? How dare you?
Antifa is just short for anti-fascist. It's not a club you can join. There are no membership dues, but they have matching signs. Okay, well, I guess we better round up the...
Have to cancel the next election.
Right. You're not funding ours.
I think that we should have more Republicans on the show, but they don't want to come on. They're scared of us.
It's history.
When I say I'm not going to be apocalyptic, he even gets an...
If the Democrats shut down the government, Donald Trump takes advantage of the situation and begins to, trim programs Democrats care about.
Because how many times somebody asks
for?
J.D. Vance should be the next president of the United States. If you want to serve in the American...
Give interviews, I don't do that.
J.D. Vance should be the next president of the United States.
Happening at the moment.
Yeah. President Obama
is blatant censorship.
Because he says he has a team of fact checkers.
The FCC.
I want them to stop fooling around with my right to say what I feel.
Well,
Americans, it's a part of who we are.
Because that is really something that didn't happen before.
Does anybody else watch The View? Because I think there's...
I'm going to say one. Look, there are certain rules of free speech that we must all abide by. But in case anyone needs a refresher, we're going to go over the rules again.
He does not have a right to have a television show.
To spreading lies.
Somebody to get up there, not
all the same people that are in these polite...
Disagree with what Gavin Newsom said that he doesn't...
Dave Chappelle.
Without of interest.